Hello, my name is Dr. Bruce Lambert, and I'm going to speak to you briefly about moving. Moving is very important for the human body for a number of reasons. The filter I look at health through is through the nervous system function, and motion is life. If you don't use it, you'll lose it. And the spine itself, every time we move, it stimulates the brain, and it just creates a huge cascade of all sorts of positive responses within the body. Another factor in the spine is that it requires physical movement to bring nutrients in and to take the garbage out. So it's truly a matter of, if you don't use it, you'll lose it. If we are sitting a lot, like we do often with the computer, car, dinner table, what have you, it creates a rusting. So you actually have to deliver the nutrients into the body to encourage repair and proper health. So just to combat some of the computer sitting stresses that we see in a lot of different people these days, some basic standing in one spot workouts include something like you get out of your chair, you stand up tall, you pretend like you're being pulled up by a puppet string from the top of your head. You squeeze your butt cheeks together so you clench those muscles in through your rear end. You roll the shoulders back, you squeeze all those muscles from the base of the skull all the way down to your glutes. You hold that for 10 seconds and you relax. What that does is it helps undo the passive gravity sitting posture, and contracting those muscles bulks them up. So when you relax, you'll likely feel a warmth or a warm tingly, and that's moving the blood supply in with all the nutrients you need to supply the muscles, and it's taking the garbage out, the lactic acid and other metabolic waste. So you do that every 15 minutes just to offset the passive sitting. So that's a really simple thing that everybody should be doing, and they don't even have to step away from their desk. Another thing you can do while you're standing in that ideal puppet string posture is going through ranges of motion and creating an isometric contraction. Isometrics is contracting the muscles, so you're squeezing, you're pushing without actually moving the joints. So you're contracting those muscles, you're engaging the muscles, you're waking up the muscles, and when you relax them, not only are you getting that stimulus within the muscle contraction, it floods those muscles with new nutrients, new blood supply. So you stand in that great posture, you turn your head all the way to one direction, and then you use the tiny little muscles in the neck to squeeze, to pull you a little bit further. You hold that for 6 seconds, and you go the other way. You hold it for 6 seconds. Then you can do side tilts. So you stand in that great posture, you tilt, and then you use those muscles just to squeeze you a little bit further. Holding that for 6 seconds, and you do the other side. You hold that for 6 seconds. With the trunk, we sit, we flex. We look up, we're often twisting. A range of motion that we don't often engage is this lateral translation. So you almost want to pretend like the lower rib cage is on a set of train tracks, and you just take her over. And then you take it the other way. Again, you can hold this for 6 to 10 seconds, but you just kind of pulse back and forth. So you're moving the body outside of your typical ranges of motion, in particular that lower rib cage. It gets a lot of compression, a lot of shearing stress when you're sitting behind the wheel of a car, behind a computer, even behind the dinner table. So those are simple tips to help you move, just to stimulate all sorts of healthy processes in your body. And you don't even have to move out from behind wherever you're. Obviously, if you're driving, please don't do that on the highway. But if you're at a desk, if you're at the dinner table, if you find yourself sitting for 15 minutes or more, just stand up and go through those mechanics. Thank you very much for joining me. Bye-bye.